an empty search and it returns all the images in the database in a single page.
Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg was a rebel in his own right. He improved on his peers' ideas, hacked into many systems, and even dropped out of school to launch his revolutionary idea, Facebook. As of July 2010, Facebook has reached out to the world in an unimaginable way, registering its 500 millionth member. Back in Singapore, do we have room for such creative, risk-taking individuals to flourish?
So 3 years ago, I have students who came out with essentially the first version of Farmville. But they were all first-year students, and it is very difficult for them to go back to home and tell mama and papa that, hey, now I'm going to drop out of school and start a company, right? I mean, so in Singapore, it is hard. It's truthfully very hard.
Indeed, for Zave Huang, who quit his well-paying job to co-found a startup that created a mobile platform for local users, his biggest challenge was convincing his parents that he had made the right decision.
Well, their concerns were, of course, why do you do this? You could have stayed there and be comfortable and gotten more money instead. It will be safer. Then there will be, and they will always ask, hey, how's your business? Can do or not? Can succeed or not? Can make it or not?
Parental expectations may be one stumbling block on the road to creativity. Another factor is Singaporeans' fear of failure.
We are not exactly an environment that celebrates failure.
Failure was not really an option. Right? And it's interesting how failure is defined. Failure means if you do an exam and you got a C, that's a failure.
Our kiasu spirit, a very Singaporean trait, also keeps us back from taking the road less travelled.
You're afraid to lose to your peers. Why do I say that? For the early years of the startup, while you're trying hard to make ends meet, you see your friends going to MNC companies, going to big companies, making big bucks, getting 5-6 grand per month, and you're saying, what am I doing with $500 per month?
Entrepreneurs here also say that there are far too few role models here for Singaporeans to look up to. In contrast, Americans have tech whizzes like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and of course Zuckerberg to look up to and learn from.
If you look at Stanford and all these universities in the US, a lot of the alumni from startup companies actually go back, talk about their experiences, talk about their companies. That provides a lot of inspiration for the graduates or the undergrads per se. We don't have that many yet, simply because we don't have that many successful companies.
It seems to be societal and parental expectations which hold Singaporeans back from trying out new ideas. All this not lost though. There are still sterling examples of original thinkers here, like creative founder Sim Wong Hoo and Minister Mentor Lee Kuan Yew. Does our world-class education system produce workers and not innovators? Experts weigh in on the issue in our next clip.